Hello.
Hello.
Italy was flaunting it to the UN how it almost has nuclear weapons.
That was out of character.
I don't know. I got a letter in my inbox saying that, hey, we've almost got nukes. Smiley face.
Oh my!
From the prime roach minister of Italy.
Someone,
or maybe premier Italian.
Someone asked if I was talking to my wife. No, that was the dog.
It'd be kind of an odd way of talking to your wife.
I know, really. Hello, Mrs. Magnus. Aren't you a pretty girl?
No, I talk to my wife that way. Yay, some of my stuff is actually starting to finish, which means I don't have to spend so much crap on the on industrial goods.
Someone asked if Bob holds former Estonian land. Yes, he took over a national park and put missiles in it.
For purely defensive reasons, and we're trying to free the Estonian people, but we haven't had much luck getting like a good beachhead there, just because the Air Force, the Russian Air Force, is there. So we just set up like AA defenses, and we're like, "Come at me, bro."
Every once in a while, you send a missile over to a former Estonian capital just to hit a.
Yes, there's an Israel-Lebanon situation going on right now out of the state park in Estonia.
What was the name of that park? I don't remember.
I don't remember the name of the park, but the island is like Hiamau or something like that. Hiamu.
You could get another slot out of there if you got rid of your seat pier and just kept your seat port.
Oh, that's right. I was gonna do that. That was on my mind, actually.
How do wars work in this game? Well, generally what happens is Russia declares war on you, and then you you go fetal and cry.
Oh man, can I actually do it? Can I build air defenses yet? Military. Gun emplacement, air base. No, not yet.
Could build a military fortress.
Does that attack air targets?
No idea.
Well, military fortress is a complex. It's not a. It's not like a facility. No, it does not have any attack values actually whatsoever.
Ooh, finally, China sent me a good deal.
China.
Yes. China.
Yeah, for me, war is just occasionally shooting down a Russian plane.
I apparently have one AA which can shoot high targets.
I got past the crying part.
The crying part?
Yeah, where you just weep because Russia's coming.
I can't wait to see how this defensive line actually holds up.
Can Russia be bankrupt because they spend so much money on their military? Yes, they could.
We could have a Soviet Union situation where they just break up.
Fortifications everywhere, all across the Polish border.
Yeah, I built a few of them.
Oh, it's gonna cost so much in maintenance.
Well, yeah, there's that. But the Polish economy is heavily based on the export of coal and what little oil we could squeeze out of old dinosaurs.
And human sadness.
Maintenance isn't that bad. They're not really good defenses. Alright, so let's see. Food, we're good. Rubber's the only thing that's an issue for me.
This deployed? It is. Okay, reserve. There we go. Keep looking at my deployed list of aircraft. I'm like, where the fuck are all the aircraft I just built?
Alright, timber we make a lot of. Petroleum we make a lot of. Coal we make a lot of. Metal we make a lot of. No glow rocks. And we still have that power issue, which I'm going...
no glow rocks.
We don't know what it is.
Germany bought a bunch of them. No, we don't know what they do, though.
Yeah, I traded you glow rocks for old military equipment.
If the mine didn't cost 1 billion each, I might build some. Can't quite afford it, though.
Anyone else getting robot out of Mordred?
I'm getting robot Mordred.
I'm getting robot all of you at the moment.
I will take those industrial. Was that military?
Those transatlantic cables getting ripped up by Irma.
Transatlantic cables that for some
Probably
reason go into the
is.
Gulf of Mexico.
No one said they made sense.
Naval inflate Gallipoli has no strategic value, and the enemy capital no exit strategy. So if someone wants me to us to do a Gallipoli, I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
I mean, technically, Germany already did a Gallipoli to St. Petersburg.
Yeah, they did.
If you want to broadly define it.
He did a Saint Gallipoli.
I think we can let the audience figure out what happened to that one.
Everybody watching my point of view, he got right about here, and then the Russians pushed him back to here. So yeah.
I did take out like a whole nuclear facility though. There are like 4 nuclear power plants that don't exist anymore.
Yeah, he just disassembled them on the way out.
One village that's got a it's got a T-72M1 in it. Is where they used to be, but they're gone now. They haven't rebuilt them at all. I'm surprised Russia hasn't used nukes yet.
Yeah.
They have them.
Yeah, nobody.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing.
Hooray, we sabotaged our synthetic rubber plant. Oh, Russian interceptors coming to the Polish line. Oh, look out. Oh, no.
I got air defenses.
Pew, 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 pew.
See, they're running away like bitches.
I'm actually a little surprised that they decided to launch such a weak attack like that.
That's actually one of the stronger attacks they tend to launch.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes they send only 1 or 2 planes over. So if they send anything more than 1 or 2, it's a large one.
Be interesting.
Oh wow, Italy is actually exporting oil now.
So what you're saying is that pretty soon ISIS is going to be exporting even more oil?
I don't think they have a big enough navy to actually get to me.
How do you cancel construction of something?
You click it, and then you go to the land tab, so the one that just looks like Earth with the little like crosshair in it, and you can click on the thing you want to cancel.
Under construction, decommission, build new facility, pause repairs. That's what I have available. There's not a cancel doodle.
That'd be decommission.
Yeah, it's grayed out.
Do you have things around the thing already?
Oh, wait. No, it's not. I'm stupid. Scrap it.
Yep.
Yeah, now that all these ore mines are finished, we're going to put all these Frenchies to work in them. I mean, jobs for the French.
Every man is promised a baguette and a job in the mines. Alright, so scrapping this. I mean, there's nothing there, so... What's the difference between scrap and decommission?
Scrap using materials back. Just destroy, I think, is just straight up getting rid of it and not getting materials back.
Well, I didn't put any materials into it, so...
Yeah, it doesn't matter then.
So let's do a little column A, a little column B, see what happens. Do you have the airplanes you need? I have airplanes. I don't know how...
If they're the ones he needs, who knows?
Yeah, really. It's not really a way of to measure that as it stands right now. Most of it, I think I can actually put into reserve. So here.
Yeah, now that we're not buying a whole bunch of industrial goods, the bank account of Germany is starting to get a little bit more fat.
Yeah, now that Italy's not importing coal or oil, we're actually starting to make a profit again.
Yes, keep bombing my spies. Yes, destroy your own villages, Russia.
I wonder if that's how it's intended to work. Like as a way that you're sabotaging things, which means they have to attack you, and that's a sabotage.
Maybe.
Kind of a clever way of actually getting that to work.
All right, I think they went into reserve.
So how long did it take them to actually declare war on Latvia?
It was a while.
From when they was like it was a couple of months, right?
Oh, it seemed like a while.
I mean, where are we measuring it from?
from the last war they were in with Estonia?
I was probably more like 8 months, 7 months.
So, do you think it'll take 8 or 7 months for them to declare war on Lithuania, or
maybe? I don't know.
I'm still waiting for them to go for Belarus and just completely go around you.
That would be so unfortunate.
I don't think that's possible. I mean, they're not. That's clearly not possible. They'd have to declare war on a sovereign state to do that.
Yeah, they'd never do that.
No. That would be crazy. What kind of madman would do something like that? Construction begins. Construction of goods, manufactory, good. All right, they're making goods. I'm making power. Well, I'm trying to make power. Send spies to their nuclear reactors. That costs money. And I'm Poland.
Unit lost. Oh, just spy destroyed. Okay.
Need to get more aircraft carriers. We only got the one.
What's an aircraft carrier?
That's the one I sold you, right?
The C-550 Cavor.
Charles de Gaulle.
I don't have a Charles anything, or at least it's not deployed. I have another one, so maybe I have 2 aircraft carriers.
Diplomatic offer, industrial goods. I will buy them. I'm buying all the industrial goods I can get my hands on.
Yeah, going to your treaty thing, I can get the Charles de Gaulle from you. So yes, you do have one.
Yeah, I see the Charles Goodall, but Charles Goodall. But I also have another one. I have an actual, like, Italian-built one.
Oh, those? Someone just goes, look at the Belarusian troops on the border. I don't know if those are Belarusian. No, those are Belarusian, but it's one, like, missile launcher. That's all they got there. They're not...
military exercises.
See,
it's not even... It's a Grad. It's a Grad missile launcher.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
Well, I'm just saying, it's pretty old. That's
like a mainstay of my military. You shut up, sir.
It's pretty archaic.
You're pretty archaic. But you're not Romania anymore.
You know what we need is China to declare war on Russia.
Yeah, that'd be ideal.
Or South Korea.
They have been pretty aggressive. Is there a way for Russia to annex Belarus peacefully? I think that'd be a question for Roach and Bob.
Well, there's no... I mean, they're not a colony or anything of them, so no. I mean, I suppose there'd have to be like a fight first. Belarus would capitulate, and then Russia would... Well, no, because it's multiplayer. Multiplayer, you cannot actually do any sort of colony stuff. So... I mean, what they could do, I suppose, is Russia would have to take over Belarus and then release them.
Someone just goes, you lost $10 billion in half a year. There's a difference between lost and spent. I spent 10 billion euros.
Just lost $10 billion. Sound like Congress. Where are the $1 trillion we gave you, Defense Department?
Were we supposed to keep track of that?
I don't know. I don't know. Defense? I don't know.
Buying up all the world's industrial goods that I can get my hands on is expensive.
Just try making your own. That's what
I am making my own. My usage is huge because I'm doing a lot of construction.
Unfortunately, the factories are a bit too expensive for me to build my own.
So, like, one hydro plant is 160,000 industrial goods. I produce 4,400 a day.
Yeah, I know. I built a couple of them in Romania. There's actually there's one little section. There's this this area that has a full 5 or a full 6.
You mean ISIL?
I was about to say, did you mean you subsidize the ISIS economy?
I'm just saying, is like I know how hard it is to build hydro plants because I had to build 6 of them, and now
they take a long time and they're expensive.
Actually, some of the ones I put down while I was still playing as Romania are still being built.
I canceled the construction of them and just built coal plants because that's what I can afford.
Yeah, Portugal's finally producing their own coal, and with that,
hey,
they can produce power.
Gun emplacements have been constructed. Huzzah!
You're just going to start building trenches as well? Because you can do that.
Wait, well, I can? How do I build trenches?
It's actually under the infrastructure.
Infrastructure? How do I do... Okay, so that is...
Or go to build, transport, and then you'll have emplacement, rail, road, trench.
Let's build... No, that's defense. Land.
No. Right-click on the map.
Okay. Build.
Build. Transport.
Transport. Trenches. Takes 3 days and $3 million. Maintenance of $7 million a year for what section of... What the fuck? That seems like a lot.
Well, I mean, you could. That's an inexpensive way of building up a secondary defense line. Because if that first one gets breached, then you're fucked.
I won't.
Hey Ben, have you heard about this cool thing called trench warfare?
I'm relying on that.
It's all the rage.
I would love to see you actually do it. I would love to see trenches being built in
just throughout Poland,
in eastern Poland. It would be so old and so archaic. Maybe it would work.
The people who are worried about my economy, I am purchasing huge quantities of stuff for construction purposes. When the construction completes, I will no longer be spending that money on purchasing all those goods, and things will cool down. That's what happens when you build stuff. You have to spend money. Brr, 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 brr.
Oh, production.
How long does it take to decommission these bastards? So the scrapping and the decommissioning is not progressing either. What the hell is wrong with this site?
Well, it'll take a while still for it to...
Well, it says 0%. It's been going for a couple weeks and it's still at 0%.
Okay, so you're trying to decommission a complex, is that right? Or your facility?
Which is which? Facility.
The one that's in the center. Like, if you built something, is it in the center or is it one of the things on the outside?
It's on the outside. It's the facility.
I don't know.
Is the complex thing in the center built already?
Yes. It's small. It's a small town with a coal power plant. China wants to... Nope, that's a bad offer, China.
Bad China.
How does peace deals work in this game? Is it perfect like the ones in Hearts of Iron 4? Anybody else want to answer that?
You really troll these viewer base.
So the more I tell people I hate Hearts of Iron 4, the more I get trolled with Hearts of Iron 4.
There is no like peace screen like you'd find in like a Paradox game. It's kind of like whatever people take. That's kind of what they get. How the algorithm exactly works, I'm not sure.
Worker shortage? I don't know how I would check where my... I don't remember where to check my unemployment.
You can click on your state tab and hover over economy.
Unemployment's 5.4%, which is pretty okay, so it's not that. Credit rating's good.
Russians attacking. Oh, you destroyed 2 Russian airplanes.
That's pretty normal. That happens a lot. Oh, they're coming in for... Oh, wow. I've never seen them come through a different part of the line.
Oh, it's a helicopter, and now it's gone.
They're
It was the helicopter.
They're probing me, guys. They're probing me.
They're actually doing strikes as well.
So, to those people who are constantly telling me my economy's fucked, you see how all the construction completed and now my economy's in the positive? Ta-da! Top importer of military goods, Islamic State.
Yeah,
Okay.
Comfortable.
Top exporter of military goods, Italy.
Wait, I'm exporting military goods?
Who's selling missiles to ISIS now?
I'm not making military goods.
Well, you might have a stockpile, and you might be selling them and stuff still out of your stockpile.
I mean, I'm making...
I think you need to have some words with your defense minister or your resources guy.
Mm-hmm.
And be like, I've heard you made some backroom deals.
Where's my... Because this will help a lot. When are these going to be finished? Well, let's see. Trade for...
United States is the top exporter. And Russia and South Korea.
That's not what it said on my screen.
I'm looking at it right now.
Remember, it changes day to day.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, I'm number 3 in top exporters. Oh no, that's for food. For military.
Yeah, now it says the United States.
Top importer in Islamic State.
Yep. Yes, I'm making a lot of those missiles Bob sold to me. It's helping.
So many missiles.
Yeah, what are they? What are these things?
Oh, which I never actually finished the thing about missiles. So what you want to do is for your aircraft, go ahead and select them. So like the best thing I've found to do is to make them very mission specific.
They're like so fast. I can't get them. I know. Hoard it. There we go.
Then on your, let me get this here. So on your, just like one of my own fighters or something here somewhere. Reserve. You deploy. All right, so you got your fighter selected.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go to individual rules of engagement.
Where the fuck is that?
So on your tab there, you got all the buttons on the side.
Yep.
On the bottom, there's going to be unit roles.
Unit roles.
And you can tell them what type of units to attack.
Right, so airborne targets.
Airborne targets, and typically I divide mine between ship and ground. So like this fighter here that I've got is assigned to air targets and ground targets. Now to the right of that, there's going to be auto load missiles to match roles.
Auto load missiles to match rolls off. Auto load missiles to match rolls
so you can turn
on.
that on. And then above that, where there's all the other buttons, there's missile acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
As long as it's grayed out, that means that if you have any missiles in your stockpile, you'll load them. They'll automatically load onto that platform.
Okay. Wow, this is some complicated shit.
Yeah, it took me a couple hours to like figure out the whole interface and stuff for this finally.
All right. Well, I set my fighters that are out oot and boot to do that.
And then what you can do if you want to inspect actually like the exact loadout that unit has, there's going to be just below the individual rules of engagement button, 2 buttons down is the missiles button.
Missiles.
And you'll see the available missiles that can be fired and what's loaded on the actual platform.
I've got NSM 119 Penguin Mark IVs, which are anti-ship missiles and nothing else, I guess. It doesn't have any, well, let's see. City attack 0, human attack 0, armor attack 0, ship attack 150. There's no air attack doodling. Well, you said there was no specific air.
There are no missiles that hit air targets specifically that you like can build.
Isn't that weird?
I kind of thought so.
Very weird.
I kind of thought so at first as well, but the sheer volume of I think air missiles that you'd have to build to keep everybody stocked would be just stupid insane. So that's probably why they didn't make air missiles like that.
NSM means naval
or anti-air missiles.
Missiles. Okay, that's good to know. Can't ever escape Disney. Look, a Mickey statue just like flies into Ben's recording room. No, there's no Mickey stuff in here.
It'd be a little weird if there was.
Ha-ha!
All right, engineer. I think you can go home now.
What's an engineer?
Can he go home, Bob?
Why wouldn't he?
Just asking.
Hey,
So
coal plants. Did those just come online?
Why are you so offensive?
Yes, coal plants online.
Okay, Warsaw cruisers are in position.
Show us around the world. Well, I mean, it gets a little chuggy when you do that.
We can show you the ever-increasing size of Russia.
I was about to say, the only thing that's really changed is Russia has gobbled up the Balkans. And Finland, Baltic, and Finland. South Korea gobbled up North Korea. ISIS is all of this big teal splotch here. That's what's changed.
I own France now.
Right.
Bob owns France, but it was France.
I didn't want to hit them, but they made me.
Jesus Christ, Bob! I just looked at your mining network to the west of Paris.
Yeah, weird.
Impressive.
French jobs for French people.
You can see the French ore mines from space.
Ben is still losing money. It's an economy. It fluctuates. You never got mentioned.
No, those aren't.
Fuckers never mention it when it's going up, do you?
Farms. Those are farms over there. Those aren't lumber mills.
The great French grain fields. Of course I love my work. Who told you anything else? Don't tell the supervisor, please.
New alliance formed between Australia and East Timor. Guyana and the Netherlands have reached a ceasefire, so the AI Netherlands has cleaned up some of its some of the problems.
Oh, aircraft, get down here faster.
It's not the Balkans, it's the Baltic. Yes, I know. That's why I was stumbling over the word.
That's why we made fun of him.
Yeah, Papal.
Touche.
Oh, let's see. What am I building still? Oh, where are those power plants? Almost done. I need to be power independent. I can't keep importing barrels of electricity.
Just imagine like batteries, like car-sized batteries, are being transported on flatbeds.
Italy, have you been taking loans out?
No, I've locked that out.
Okay, I was just checking because you're the fourth most indebted nation.
I mean, I already had some when I started.
Yeah, sure you did.
There's a couple.
I really need these.
Boasting about all this money is it's debt money.
I really need
I've been
these
slowly
damn
paying it back.
tax to finish. Takes so long. Coal gasification and clean coal industrial retrofits.
The coal? The coal?
We're very coal reliant society in Poland.
God, my treaty integrity is so low.
29 minutes into this episode. So who was it?
Well, thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Go check out our Patreon pages if you like sport more just a view, and go check out the blah blah blah, the other perspectives. And we'll catch you guys later.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.